Hey everyone, so this video is on how to see the openings for volunteer roles and how to go ahead and select and sign up for a volunteer role. So the first way is actually right after the login page. So if you press login, then it'll take you straight to this page. And then, like I said in the previous video, if you kind of pay attention just to the title of all the pages, since everything kind of looks the same, if you pay attention to the title, that kind of is a dead giveaway of what you're looking at. So you see openings, you can go to more, other calendar view, and then that takes you to the entire month that we're currently in. And then all of the appointments that are showing up means that there is one or more volunteer roles that has not been filled yet, and there is an opening for them. Unfortunately, the only thing that it doesn't show is if it's a horse handler or a sidewalker, but you would just click on that appointment time and then see what the appointment is or what the volunteer role is that needs to be filled. So that's one way to see it. And like I said, if it takes you to that first page populates to openings on that day that you opened Wranglr, so today. And then obviously today there are no more sessions going on since they're all completed today. But if you're hopping on early in the morning and then you see that there's an opening for later this afternoon and you want to go ahead and take that role, you can sign up that way. But if there are no more openings that you see available, you would go to the more calendar views like I just showed you, and then you would get this big monthly view. And the same thing with the facility schedule as well. You have a monthly view or a weekly view. And so this week there's just one opening. And then next week you would check back, hit that weekly thing as well, the weekly button, and then you would see the weekly openings that way if that's what you prefer. Or a list view, which just shows you openings on today. If you want to see openings for a specific day that you have in mind, let's say you have March 28th off. I can hit this middle button that has March 15th right there. If you hit that and you say, okay, I know I have March 28th off, I want to see if I can volunteer, you can actually scroll down to March 28th, and that will show you all of the openings for March 28th. So there's that. And then that's one way to see openings. The other way is the similar way to seeing the facility schedule. Is you go up to the right-hand corner in those three lines, you'd hit calendars, and then the middle one is openings, find volunteer openings, and you'd click that. And then more other calendar views, and then that would take you to the monthly view as well. So there are different ways to navigate to the same page. This is kind of the main page that you would see for openings that you would navigate to. There's just a couple different ways to get to it. And that's kind of personal preference on whether you want to see a monthly view or a weekly view or a list view. My preference is I like to see the big calendar view so I can see what's going on at the entire month for the entire barn. But that's my personal preference. And then let's say you find an appointment time on March 29th at 10 a.m. and you can volunteer for that. And then there is a volunteer role for a sidewalker that you want to fill. You would click that role. And then if there are multiple days that you know that you can sign up for that day and that time, great. You can go ahead and select those other appointments. Or if you just want to take it week by week, you can just select for that certain day. And then you would hit this blue button. This is volunteer for selected dates. And then that'll prompt you to a confirmation page and you can add it to your calendar. And so after you sign up for a volunteer role, you can go and make sure that it's signed up by going to calendars, my schedule, and see your volunteer schedule. And then you can hit other volunteers or other schedule views. So then your schedule will pop up on this monthly calendar as well. Once you go to see my schedule at the bottom, my schedule, more other calendar views. So all of the appointments that you have volunteered and signed up for will be on this calendar view so that you know that upcoming, you can kind of plan ahead and see what you've already signed up for. And we get it, things happen or we've double booked ourselves. And so if there's an appointment that you can no longer make that you've seen, go ahead and let us know as quickly as possible, and then we'll get that filled and adjusted. So kind of like I was saying, there are multiple ways to get to the same page, and a lot of this is personal preference. So finding, a good way that works for you is obviously best. And if there are other areas of Wranglr that are giving you some trouble, don't hesitate to reach out to Kelsey or I, and then we will be happy to either do a step-by-step demo with you or just provide another video that helps clear up that difficult topic, because I guarantee you if you have a question about it, somebody else does as well. So we're very thankful for all the help that you guys give. And then if there's any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. But that is Wranglr in a nutshell.